The city of Gering plays host to the inaugural USA Cycling Gravel National Championships with hundreds of bikers from across the country competing. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, an amazing scene in Gering this weekend as our hidden gem of a town in western Nebraska welcomes some of the best bikers in the country for the inaugural USA Gravel National Championship. 10th Street in Gering was bustling before sunrise Saturday morning as competitors began to get loose and mentally prepared for the race. In the elite field, Will Hardin from Winston-Salem, North Carolina said he was excited to tackle the 131-mile course.
Yeah, a lot more questions than firm thoughts at the moment. We did a little course pre-ride yesterday, and it's really fast, which is good for us. We're a road racing team, so we're excited about a fast race.
County Board Chair Ken Meyer took to the microphone shortly before the start of the race to thank everyone involved, making this race become a reality.
We're so proud of our area. This is our town. Welcome.
Thank you, Ken. And that sentiment is been repeated throughout with everybody we've been talking to here. We're so grateful. Thank you so much.
At 6:30 a.m., the first wave of competitors were fast out the gates with rolling starts for racers in the 131-mile course, as well as the 88, 52, and 25-mile courses. 6 hours later, Keegan Swenson of Heber City, Utah crossed the finish line to win the men's race with an average speed of over 21 miles per hour. Lauren Stevens of Dallas, Texas took first place in the women's division with a time of 6 hours 45 minutes. Afterwards, we caught up with some of the competitors for their take on the course.
I thought it was a pretty good course. I mean, there's so many just endless roads around here, you can't really go wrong. I mean, most of it was pretty smooth, but then there was one part that was kind of a little loose, kind of wrecked there. Wasn't a fan of that, but once I got through, the wind actually died down a little bit. That was nice. And yeah, I mean, 90-ish% gravel at least, so gotta like that.
What a great course, great community. The support was fantastic. The map or the directions, all the turns were perfect. Never once was I ever concerned that I was off course. Great group of cyclists. Everybody was very supportive. Just, you could not have asked for a better course, better race course, better layout. So,
for many, this was their first time in western Nebraska, and they said they were blown away by the scenery and hospitality they experienced.
It's my first time ever being in Nebraska besides driving through. Loved riding through the cornfields, my favorite, and all those different rock formations were awesome. So it was a great ride, great course.
Location is fantastic for a gravel race. The wind and the makes for more hills. It was a great course, lots of open space. Got to see the beautiful views of this part of Nebraska, and I'd come back.
Throughout the afternoon, the top finishers in all categories received their medals on the stage in the Gering Civic Plaza, and lots of vendors were on hand as well. A huge tip of the cap to our tourism leaders in Brenda Lysy and Carla Eden Streaks, Aaron Rains with the Rubidoux Rendezvous to serve as a major liaison, Amy Seiler with the City of Gering, and Sharia Toof for the City of Scottsbluff for all their time and effort to make this event become a reality. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Welcome back. A trio of Scottsbluff residents have been arraigned on felony drug charges following an encounter with law enforcement over Labor Day weekend. After an officer saw 36-year-old Ashley Walker, 35-year-old Lacey Calder, and 42-year-old Justin Coombe exit the same vehicle, a probable cause search was conducted. Ultimately, a container with more than 900 M30 fentanyl pills were found. All three were charged with possession with intent to distribute fentanyl, possession of a controlled substance, and no drug tax stamp, with preliminary hearings set for September 14th. Well, the Box Butte County Public Defender has been found in contempt of court. Last week, the Box Butte County Commissioners accepted the resignation of Public Defender Enid Summers Dehaney. Earlier this year, she was removed from multiple cases, but did reach out to one of the defendants requesting a retainer fee and failed to send over all files for the case to the newly appointed attorney. She tendered her resignation last Tuesday. It was accepted on Wednesday, and on Thursday, she appeared in court to answer to contempt of court accusations. Judge Travis O'Gorman found Summers Dehaney in contempt on one of the 5 cases she was assigned to and was sanctioned to a $200 fine. And Theater West in Scottsbluff has announced their shows for the 35th season, which will kick off in 2024. 2 musicals and 1 comedy will take center stage, including Little Shop of Horrors, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and The Play That Goes Wrong. The final performance of the 35th season will be done by Theater Opportunities for Youth as an abbreviated musical. However, organizers are still narrowing down what that exact show will be.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
A brand new state record, a busy weekend, and some broadcasts coming up. Let's start out of state for the Scottsbluff football team on Friday night. A 51-28 road win at Frederick, Colorado. It was a tight game in the first half, and on the final play of the second quarter, senior place kicker Talon McDonald booted himself into the record book. McDonald drilling a 59-yard field goal, which is the longest in Class B state history, and it tied the all-time all-class record. A special moment for McDonald as Scottsbluff used that momentum to go from leading 17-12 at halftime to the blowout win, 51-28. Interception returns for touchdowns from Nate Kelly and Jet Webb in the second half. The Cats improved to 3-0. They'll be home for a big game against York on Friday. Another dud for the Huskers over the weekend at Colorado. The 36-14 loss so far this season. Nebraska is -6 in the turnover column. Also the big plays and lack thereof.
3 big plays in the second half on third downs, right? One, they ran by us in zero coverage. We brought a max blitz. One was that play where they kind of scrambled around. I mean, a lot of credit to Shedeur. I mean, he's running around making plays back there. And they threw the ball down the sideline, and then one was a run. And so those plays really tilted the field. And, we're not getting those same explosive plays. So
Nebraska with their home opener coming up on Saturday against Northern Illinois. WNCC volleyball, another loaded weekend of ranked competition, but they go just 1-3 at the NJC Invite. A split on Friday and then a pair of losses on Saturday. Now 2 under 500 through 14 matches this season. The Cougars will be home co-hosting the Wyobraska Classic coming up this Thursday through Saturday. And in softball at the prep level, the Gering Bulldogs are on a roll. Now 7-0 against Western Conference opponents this year. They go 3-0 on Saturday to win the conference tournament. They're 14-2 on the season. The other 3 teams on Saturday went 1-2. That is the latest today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, one local civic organization pooled their resources to help at-need students get a leg up this school year. The Scottsbluff Noon Kiwanis Club voted during their August board meeting to purchase several $1,000s worth of school supplies for students. Club member Kevin Mooney says these supplies include backpacks, binders, colored pencils, highlighters, and more.
Our mission for Kiwanis is Young Children Priority 1. That's our mission. And so this is just part of what we do every year. Like, for example, we have our student leadership programs. We have a builders club at the middle school. We have a key club at the high school.
He says their hope is to help 30 kids at each elementary school in Scottsbluff, as well as an additional 30 Bluffs middle school students. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.